Hi, I'm Addie with the Majestic View Nature Center, and today we're going to be talking about birds. What do you think makes birds possible in so many different habitats? What makes their adaptations so unique? Adaptations are physical traits, like your height or your hair color, that helps animals to survive by allowing them to do things that other animals cannot. For example, all birds share a physical trait. They all have wings, but not all wings are the same. Some birds have small wingspans, like this is the wingspan of a hummingbird. It's only 4 inches long, so it's really small. This, on the other hand, is the wingspan of an American robin. It's still a small bird, but it's about 15 inches long, so it's a little bit bigger. And both of these small birds can be found here in Colorado. Another bird that you can find here in Colorado is the bald eagle. This one's quite a bit bigger than the other two. Its wingspan is actually about 7 feet, which is actually way longer than I am tall. I've got Anna here to help me show the wingspan of some of these larger birds. This is the wingspan of an Andean condor, which you can find in California, and it's about 10 feet long. If you can believe it, there's even bigger birds out there than that condor. This is the wingspan of a wandering albatross, which is about 12 feet long. These birds all have different wingspans because of the different places where they're found. For example, the smaller birds, like the hummingbird and the robin, are often found in urban places like this park, which is full of trees and bushes, which gives them a lot of little places to hide and perch, and it's easy for them to find their food. So they don't have to fly very far, so their wings are pretty small. The larger birds, on the other hand, have to fly a lot farther to find their food, like the wandering albatross, which can actually fly up to 10,000 miles in a single trip. So their wings need to be a lot bigger so that they can go out and find their food. Another adaptation that all birds share is their beaks, which is their nose and their mouth. And like their wings, not all beaks are the same shape. What type of food do you guys think that this beak would be best adapted for catching? This is actually a pelican skull, and pelicans eat fish. So they actually have this really big pouch of skin underneath of their beak that allows them to scoop it through the water and catch their fish like a net. Well, what do you guys think about this one? What kind of food would this bird be eating? This is actually the skull of a bald eagle, and they eat a lot of meat. So their beak is really hooked and really sharp, so it's easy to tear off little chunks of meat so that they can eat it. And here's one more beak. What do you guys think that this bird would eat? This is actually the skull of a goose, and if you look real closely, they've got little bony ridges inside of their beak, which helps them to tear out grass out of the ground and grab insects so that they can eat it. And there are even more types of beaks out there. This egret, for example, has a beak that's a bit like a spear, so it's really long and really sharp so that they can catch their fish easily. One more adaptation that birds have in common is that they all make nests for their eggs, but again, not all nests are the same. One big difference with bird nests is that they're all made of different things. This one, for example, is made of lots of twigs and little sticks, and it's all held together by mud. This nest, on the other hand, is made of a lot of bigger sticks and flowers, and the inside of it is actually lined with fur, which could have come from a dog. Some nests can even be made out of man-made materials, like this one. A lot of birds will find stuff just laying around if they live in urban environments, and they'll just work it into their nest. If you take a look at this one, it's got a whole bunch of little plastic things wound all through it. Nests like these can be found pretty much anywhere. They can be found in trees, or in bushes, or on the ground, or even at the shore of a lake. So the next time you're outside or in a park, keep an eye out and see if you can find one. On your next visit, pick up some fallen materials and see if you can build a nest of your own. Or check out some of the projects and investigative materials we have on our website. Thanks! See you next time!